Hello everyone and welcome to Not Your Perfect Yogi channel. Today I have a little beginner's class for you, and that is a beginner's class for Sun Salutation A. If you can do a Sun Salutation A, you can call yourself a yogi. No, I'm joking now, but in all honesty, by doing one Sun Salutation A, one Sun Salutation B, you can already start calling this a practice. If you manage to do 3 Sun Salutations A and 3 Sun Salutations B, this is already a complex practice where you're sweating. So learning how to do a Sun Salutation is essential in learning how to practice yoga at home and what you can do on your own and how you can warm up your body, how you can kickstart your metabolism, and how you can get ready for more complex poses. So I'm going to have a mini workshop with you guys on this topic, and I'm going to go through all the modifications that are required for a beginner or for someone that's not very flexible like myself that has back pain. And I'm going to do it without props because some of you might not have props at home, so just doing modifications with our own body and seeing what we can do. So first of all, to start doing a Sun Salutation, we need to master the first pose of the Sun Salutation, and that is Tadasana, mountain pose. So for mountain pose, you want your feet to be well stuck together. Ideally, you want your big toes to touch, and your heels can be slightly apart, just so that your hips are really aligned here, because otherwise it might be a bit harder to have a perfect alignment without pushing your hips forward. So toes are touching, belly is tucked in, engaged. One secret of yoga that many yogis don't get to communicate in class is about engaging your energy locks, bandhas, how they call it in yoga, but basically engaging your muscles. So you start by engaging your pelvic muscles. So just do a bit of an exercise, try to engage it there. Then we continue by engaging the core muscles. Just make your tummy hard and try to breathe while having these 2 muscles engaged. This is the first essential thing that will make you actually work your muscles all throughout the exercise. So if you manage to really engage your core and your pelvic muscles for this exercise. So belly engaged, straight back as much as possible. If you have a curved back like myself, just come to a natural position. You don't want to over curve it in the other way. You just want to come to a natural straight back position. Shoulders are soft and away from the ears. Arms are looking down and are engaged. Gaze is forward. Head is forward. Not leaning back, not leaning forward. You feel that your feet are actually evenly, the weight is evenly spread throughout your feet. And do a little exercise. Lift the little toes and start putting your toes down from the little toe to the big toe. Start feeling like you're gaining roots. And once you landed the toes back on the ground, they should be a bit more spread out, but this means that you're actually more rooted into the ground. Okay, so taking a deep inhale in, we're going to lift the palms up towards the ceiling and we're looking at our palms. Gaze is here always at your palms, and the palms are coming together. If you find it hard to bring your palms together, just bring your arms up and look between your arms. All throughout this movement, we're keeping our core engaged. Head is not falling too much towards the back, but at the same time, it allows your gaze to look up. The next movement here is to exhale and get down to the floor. Many of us will find ourselves stuck here with a curved back, and many will do this, which is really wrong. And especially if you have back problems like myself, that's the natural tendency. So here you want to bend your knees as much as you need to. One tip which I always give in my yoga classes is when your belly is on your thighs, then you know that your back is straight. So bending the knees as much as you need to, so you can place your palms firmly on the floor, safely on the floor. Step is to lift up halfway, is what they call, with a straight spine and looking right in front of you. Gaze is in front of you. Here, usually you come on your fingertips, but as a beginner you'll find this also a bit harder, and you don't want to collapse there, you don't want to be hunchback, you don't want to still have some issues with the spine, so you can lift up and have your hands on your shins. This is the best position that you can have here. Neck is still long here, but you're still looking forward. Back is straight. And this was an inhale. Every time we're lifting, it's an inhale. Every time we're going down, it's an exhale. So the next posture is putting your palms down on the floor and stepping back to plank. This plank involves that we're going to go down for a chaturanga. The normal chaturanga goes like this, you go like that. But because we're beginners here, knees can go down on the floor. I have a workshop on how to do a proper chaturanga and the modification, so you can watch that for more information than this, but I'm going to give you one modification. So knees on the floor, belly tucked in still, muscles engaged, and we're lowering down. You want your elbows to be really, really, really close to your body all throughout this exercise. And you're holding here, you're not going really, really down. From here, we're lifting up, and the modification here is to lift up in a cobra. Palms can slightly come off the floor just to verify that you're holding your back here. The point here is to have engaged legs, so legs don't go to either side, nothing moves, they are like a cobra, so they are stuck together. And we're looking up. If you're a master at this, and you want to do the full chaturanga, so you come to plank, and you lower down until here, and then you push yourself up all throughout to upward facing dog. Your knees are not touching the floor here, look. You're pulling yourself with the help of your hands. On the exhale, we're coming to our first downward dog. Palms are spread, and we're spreading the weight all throughout the palms. This is another difficult position for me because of my curved back, but what I do here is slightly bend the knees just to get a straight back and kickstart the posture by wiggling the feet, right, left, releasing any tension in the calf muscles and in your hamstrings. Next point is, with the inhale, you're lifting your hips up as high as you can. You feel your weight spread out through your feet and through your palms. Your core is engaged and you're looking at your thighs here. You're breathing through your diaphragm. One trick, as I told you, in case you want to get a straighter back and you have back issues like myself, is to keep those knees slightly bent. A micro bend in the knees is also recommended if you have hyperflexible joints. You don't want your joints to come out towards the back. That's very dangerous with time. So you can have a micro bend here for a beginner. And feel your back working. We're staying here for 5 breaths. I think 5 breaths might have passed already. So for me, the next step, what I'm doing usually in my practice is first look at the palms in front. I want to look where I'm going to go. So I'm inhaling, look at the palms, and I'm exhaling, stepping to the palms and coming to the front of the mat. I find myself at the front of the mat, and then the next move is to inhale yourself halfway, coming back on your shins or on your fingertips, wherever it felt better. And exhaling, going down. Remember, bend the knees as much as you need to. And we're going to take the palms up and look up at the ceiling. It's not important how you're going with your palms up. You can go like this, I just don't have enough space, or you can go like this. The point is to reach up there and look at your palms. And on the exhale, we're coming back to Tadasana. Okay, so this was the step-by-step beginner's modification. So I'm going to just do a beginner's Sun Salutation A for you, and then we're going to do together an advanced Sun Salutation A for everyone that can do it. So, first of all, inhale, lift the palms up towards the ceiling. I'm keeping my palms open. Exhale, lower down, touch the floor, bend the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, lift up halfway, hands to shins. Exhale, step or jump back to plank, lower your knees down on the floor and come down. Inhale, look up, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Micro bend in the knees. Looking at the thighs and focusing on the breath. Palms are spread, weight is spread throughout each finger in your hands. Inhale, look at the palms in front of you. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, palms lifting up. And exhale them down. This time let's do a full Sun Salutation A, as good as we can do it. So inhale, palms are lifting up towards the ceiling. Exhale, palms are touching the floor. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step or jump back to plank and lower down in Chaturanga. Inhale, lift up to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And this time I'm going to keep my knees not so much bent, but I'm working with the same principles. So inhale, hips are lifting up. Exhale, I'm rooting through palms and feet. Here, a trick for downward dog, which I forgot to mention, is rotating the shoulders outwardly. So look at my shoulders, they are coming to the outside of your body, of my body. This helps engage the back even further. So we always want to bring the shoulders away from the ears. That's the yoga principle here. Inhale, look at the palms. And exhale, slowly jumping to the front of the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, lower down. And palms are lifting all the way up. And exhale it down. Okay, so this was Sun Salutation A, broken down step by step. If you can do this, just repeat the last two versions. You can put them on repeat as many times as you want. And basically, once you can do a Sun Salutation A, just stop the video and do it on your own and try it out like 3 times. Remember, inhale up, exhale down. This is what all you need to know, and the movements will start to become a routine, and then you can call yourself already a yogi. Okay, so I'm going to come back with Sun Salutation B soon. So until then, please subscribe to my channel. Write me down whatever other types of exercises you're interested in seeing. Write me down anything, any posture or pose that you're interested in, any beginner tips, and I'm more than happy to answer or to do a video on it. Until next time, I'm not your perfect yogi.